Today is the day to face what's difficult, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel more prepared, more confident, or less afraid. Today, because the truth is, waiting for the right time is a lie that keeps most people stuck in the same place for years. There will always be a reason to hesitate, a fear to overcome, a voice whispering that you're not ready. But you are. You've always been. Today, you rise to the challenge. You stare it in the eyes and say, "I'm not backing down this time." Maybe your knees are shaking. Maybe you don't have everything figured out. Maybe no one else believes in you yet. But that doesn't matter, because belief doesn't start with them. It starts with you. The journey you're about to take will not be easy. It will test you. It will stretch you. It will demand everything you have and more. But if you're truly serious about becoming the person you were born to be, then you've got to stop dipping your toe in the water. This is the season to go all in, to stop talking and start doing, to stop hiding and start showing up. For yourself, for your future, for the calling that keeps tugging at your heart. It won't be a straight path. There will be countless chances to feel discouraged, to lose your drive, to wonder if you're even meant for this. But hear this, if you really want to reach your purpose, your mind has to be made up. No matter what, you can't rely on motivation alone. Motivation fades, but a made-up mind? That's powerful. That's unbreakable. That's the kind of force that builds legacies, the resistance within. Each morning the alarm rings and the world demands something from you. Sometimes it demands your energy, sometimes your courage, other times it demands your surrender. But this morning you must choose to give it none of those. You must give it your resilience, because as the sun rises, so should you. Not because life is perfect, but because you are no longer willing to let imperfections define your journey. You see, resistance isn't always on the outside. Often, it lives within you. It's that small voice that says, "Well, stay in bed, you don't need to try today, you can try tomorrow." But tomorrow is a lie we tell ourselves to avoid the truth of now. You will always be able to find a reason to quit, a reason to settle, a reason to justify waiting. But your reasons for waiting are often the walls standing between you and your greatest victories. The truth is, no one escapes doubt. No one walks an extraordinary path without days where they wonder if they're just pretending. But champions don't win because of perfect confidence. They win because they act in spite of doubt. Because when you do what scares you, what challenges you, what stretches you, you grow stronger than the fear itself. That's how you build real confidence, not by thinking about it, but by showing up, over and over and over again. Even when it hurts. Especially when it hurts, you will fail. You will question yourself, people will overlook you. Others will rise faster, but you must not measure your worth by their pace. You are not here to win someone else's race. You're here to run yours, with fire, with intention, and with the kind of purpose that doesn't fade when the applause dies. Because the world doesn't remember those who started strong. It remembers those who stayed strong, even when the world forgot them. When you walk into a room, when you show up to life, bring with you a silent decision that no matter what happens, you won't fold, you won't give up. Not because you never feel weak, but because you've made peace with the fact that weakness is not your end. It's your starting point. It's the forge where strength is born. No one talks about the night spent crying in silence. No one sees the thoughts that battle your peace. But in those moments, when no one's watching, when no one believes, your decision matters most. Do you walk away from what you said you'd do? Or do you rise one more time and remind the universe? You picked the wrong person to break. Every storm you've survived has been preparing you for a storm bigger than the last. And yet you are still standing, still fighting, still learning how to love yourself in the middle of becoming. That is strength. Let the world chase comfort. Let others run from pain. But you were made for more. You were made to stretch, to rise, to shatter ceilings. You don't just chase success. You chase transformation because you know that no trophy, no title, no applause will ever compare to the power of knowing, I didn't quit on me. That's what this journey is really about. It's about falling in love with who you're becoming, even when the process is hard, because you are building something no one can take from you. Character, grit, fire, and every time you push through, that fire grows. That fire begins to burn brighter than your fears. You may not be the loudest. You may not be the fastest, but your consistency, your hunger, your refusal to disappear, that's what makes you unstoppable. So when you face the day, don't look for ease. Look for growth. Ask not, why is this so hard? Ask, what am I becoming because of it? Because life doesn't get easier, but you get stronger. The pressure builds diamonds. The struggle builds muscle. And this moment is where you become unbreakable.